I was a little bit worried getting people sort of in the same industry, but it again has gone really well. I mean, people have something in common they can talk about. And what's really kind of blown me away with the whole thing is how open to sharing people are. Even
Right.
if they're competitors, they're very, very open to sharing. That's been a really pleasant surprise for me.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to my show. My name is Tiffany, and this is Unveiling Journeys. I have an amazing guest for you today. First, let me just tell you a few seconds about me. I love doing this. I love hanging out with people. I love being introduced to phenomenal people who are doing wonderful things, and I cannot contain them. They're so darn cool, and I want you to know them. And here's what it looks like. I love going to networking groups, and I end up saying, "Here's what I'm all about." But hey, do you need somebody? And I end up getting people on my calendar for a half hour and saying, "Tell me all about you. Who do you need to know?" And they're like, "What is this all about? Like, aren't you here to pitch me?" So, uh, if we have time, right, I can tell them kind of what I'm all about or what I'm up to. But for the most part, I'm like, "Oh, sometimes I have somebody that I need you to meet." Or do you know anybody that you just think I should know, right? And then you can just straight up ask for a referral. It is totally okay to do that. I promise you. And then from there, you get to meet really, really neat people. And I want the world to know them. So I developed this show through nudging of my mentors that have pushed me in the networking space. So that way you can know a lot of the people that I get to know. And they're so darn cool that they want you to reach out to them too. So, with that, I'm going to invite Stan on. Thank you so much for coming today. I love that we got put together through the power of networking. And I want to hear all about you. So, tell me what you're up to right now. What are you all about?
Me too, Tiffany. Thanks very much for having me on. Much appreciated. And yeah, we're on the same page there. I just love meeting new people. That's what it's all about. I've been in sales and marketing my whole life, and I got into sales marketing because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to meet people and work with people. So had a great career, um, mostly in telecommunications in the tech space, but mostly telecommunications for the last 25 years. Here in Canada, working for a variety of ISPs, which are internet service providers for the non-techs out there. Um, and yeah, about 2.5 years ago or so, decided to go it on my own. So I'm independent now. I'm not married to any one company, although I have many partners that I work closely with, and that's really the thing that excites me is. It's typically in the tech space,
Yeah.
telecommunications, MSPs. There's another abbreviation for you, managed service providers, IT guys. Basically, is what that is.
Yeah, and because you got to go out on your own, you have the ability now to know what these guys, new guys don't even know. So you can bring
Right.
them in and up to speed pretty quickly through the value and the power of everything that you're willing to share with them.
Yeah.
Which is really neat to think that you have the power to be able to do this because I was like, Stan, what's an MSP? I don't even know. Tell me more. But the idea
Right.
of being able to get to know so many cool people at that there's roles out there that you don't know that exist, and you could be bumping into them, and they couldn't all need to know each other. So that's why I like meeting
Yeah.
everybody and hearing out what it is that you're doing, because it's like, I could meet somebody really life-changing for you tomorrow, and if I
Right.
didn't know you and I didn't go out to on a limb to meet them, then I couldn't put you guys together.
Right on.
So with what it is you're doing right now, you're just so passionate about it, you're able to even do, like, is it coaching or mentoring that you're doing for?
Yeah, a little bit sort of scratches the surface of that, Tiffany. But I call myself now a referral system specialist. So that's sort of what I've been specializing in lately, and that's branched off into a few different things that I'm working on now. But really, the center of it is really referral systems, and that's my background for the last probably a good 10 years in telecommunications was channel management. So working with channel partners, again, that's what I really enjoy. Instead of the end user sale, where you're sort of in sign the 3-year contract and you're out and you don't really talk to the customer much over those 3 years until it's contract renegotiation time. But with channel partners, you're talking to them every day, weekly. You're working on weekly deals, so and you develop, much stronger relationships with them. So that to me is a lot of fun.
That makes so much sense. Now, is this
Yeah.
something you don't just do this in Canada? Can you do this worldwide, or is it what
North
country?
America is what I'm focusing on, although some in Europe as well. So it's just, yeah, it's been an interesting journey over the last couple of years. I really wasn't sure what I was going to do, what I wanted to do. I thought maybe I would be a broker for telecom services, and that's what I started off doing, and I'm still doing that. Which telecommunications was my first love, and it's still near and dear to my heart. But it's branched off into other um, things, but tech space mainly, as I say. With customers now, I have clients in Europe that, and this is a common request, they want to build out a channel program in North America, and they're not really sure how to go about it. So,
Oh,
and
that's
so I help them with that. Yeah.
oh man, that's so neat. Now, if somebody's thinking, "Gosh, how what questions are they asking when they know they need to reach out to you, like to themselves?"
Yeah, first we start talking about sales and, what is your target market? And there's many companies, especially in the tech space now, where the channel is accounting for 50, 60, 70% of the sales now. So it's pretty substantial. So a lot of these companies have worked with end users before, but they have limited experience working with channel partners. Um, so we talk a lot about that and how to go after them and how to strategize and build that relationship when you're talking to referral agents, resellers, referral agents, referral partners, that type of thing. So it can be a pretty extensive conversation once you start getting into it.
Ah, nice. Now, you get to work from home to do all this, right? You don't have to.
Yeah. Yeah, I work from home, but I also do a little bit of traveling. Another thing, again, getting back to, just being with people. I love going to trade shows. The nice thing in technology and telecommunications and the MSP business, lots of trade shows, thousands, hundreds and thousands of trade shows in North America to go to. And they're quite often in fun venues like Vegas. And
Yep.
yeah,
They're like the
I,
capital of having every single, you need
yeah,
to have a trade
Ex
show,
ex
right?
exactly, exactly. So, yeah, so I try and, do those as much as possible. Zoom calls are great and phone calls and what have you, but, you can't beat the face-to-face, just as far as, getting to know the person and what they're all about and, spending, some quality time with them and, finding out where you can add value. Quite frankly, that's what you should be looking to do, so,
Oh, yeah, I love that. So,
yeah.
this is fun. I like to crack into kind of what you're working on right now, but this is unveiling your whole story. Let's, start over. I wanna start from the beginning. Where are
Yep.
you from? Like, what did you go to school for? Or, like, first
Sure.
jobs, what did you think you were gonna grow up to do? I don't know if you
Yeah.
thought you were gonna grow up to do this.
Yeah, it's been an interesting journey for sure. Like most people, interesting journey. My dad was a federal government employee, so he was our family was transferred a lot. So I have seen a lot of Canada, including I think I've lived in lost count now, but around 8 of the provinces. Um, so lived in the Maritimes and born in Ontario. But for the last most of my life now, three-quarters of my life, I've been in Western Canada, so, Winnipeg, Vancouver, and now Calgary. And I've been back and forth to my wife and I have been back and forth to Vancouver a couple of times, and that's love Vancouver. It's got so much going for it. Very busy city, very expensive, but it's fun from a business perspective. There's lots going on, and that's why originally I went back there is because I just found the Winnipeg market a little bit quiet, a little bit slow,
Yeah. Little
and,
country almost, right?
yeah, it's just a little quieter, a little smaller. So yeah, I went to the big city of Vancouver and, got connected with a brilliant, tech guy. You know what that's like super smart. And, worked for him for about 8 years, probably the most fun I have had in my business career. Working for him was a sort of a small tech startup. We merged with another ISP. We went public. We raised 10 million. We bought networks in Phoenix and Utah, and we were just doing amazing. The film and entertainment industry loved us. So I love dealing with the film and entertainment people. They're a lot of fun. They when they need something, they need it right away, and price is quite often not the deciding factor. So those are fun clients to have. And yeah, just from there, stayed in the connectivity internet service provider business, moved to Calgary. And then that took me up to where I'm at now.
Oh, man. Were there some, like, major influencing people or, like, pivoting points that we should dive into a tiny bit more in your story?
Pivoting, yeah, I mean, early on would have been this tech guy from Vancouver, just brilliant guy, and I learned so much from him, and he treated me just so well. One of the I've had some really good bosses. He was one of the better ones. He was an interesting character. Had that tech personality, which I think you can relate to. Tiffany, we were discussing this before. Could be a little bit rough around the edges, sometimes with people, rub them the wrong way,
Yeah.
shall I say. But he and I had a tremendous rapport. And if I needed something for him, he was done just like that. And that was sort of always the key to my sales career is I made things happen quickly. If a customer needed something, and this goes way back to when I graduated college in sales and marketing. That's always been my forte. I got something the customer needed it tomorrow for a project. I made it happen. I flew it in, or
Wow.
same in the internet service, the ISP business. We would make things happen. We would pull rabbits out of a hat to make it happen, and that's fun stuff when you can do it.
Right, right. Have all the resources and connections and people, and it is nice, obviously, if there's no, monetary ceiling to hit for some
That
of those.
helps. That's always nice. Yeah, exactly. And then I think that's kind of the key to sales is finding that sweet spot. And finding those customers that really appreciate value and are prepared to pay a premium for it. I think that's really important. If you're constantly chasing the bottom price, it's you just you wind up with not loyal customers. They're gonna leave you for the next guy that's got the better
Right.
price, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, it sounds like he was a great leader in that, showing you how to keep moving forward. Now, that when
Yep.
that sold out, what transitioned after that? Did you get to stay
Yeah.
there or
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was lots in telecommunications, lots of mergers and acquisitions, just like they're endless. It just happening every day. So we were sold and bought 3 or 4 times. Or I've been with companies that have been bought and sold and merged since coming to Calgary. So you just have to stay patient and roll with the punches. Yeah, and so that's what I did, and I hung in there, and it was when I left a company called ExploreNet, and now Explore. I was the top guy there. I sort of left at the when I was a high performer. So hey, I missed those big bonus checks. Don't get me wrong, that was nice. Being on your own is a little different, but
right?
also very rewarding in a lot of different ways.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, being able to do this on your own, how did you have to, like, reinvent yourself or the new
Yeah.
structure?
Yeah, I did. As I say, when I first, went off on my own, I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do and what I was going to sell, and so I did end up brokering some telecom stuff. And then I was surfing one day on LinkedIn, profiles, and I saw this guy out in Vancouver, Tom Matson. I don't know if you know Tom, Tiffany, or we may have talked about him before.
Yeah, we've talked about them.
Yeah, Matzen. Yeah, just a phenomenal guy, super outgoing, and he does tons of events and podcasts and what have you. And I really liked his profile and what it really sort of resonated with me. And one of the things he offered was one-on-one coaching, and I had never really had a business coach. I mean, I had lots of mentors, VP of sales, and guys like that, but I really didn't have somebody that I could call and talk one-on-one about strategy and that type of thing. So I engaged Tom for a year on one-on-one. We did some coaching together, and then he also got me involved in a sort of a group email campaign deal. And I thought, well, it sounded interesting. I've never done that sort of thing before. So that was good. The last thing we worked on, which is kind of led me to where I am today, is he did this 12 module referral systems course. So I took that course with him. And again, something that really resonated with me because to a certain extent, I've been using a few of his systems all my life. perhaps I didn't know it, but so now I've got this full course that I'm able to share with people. As Tom has given me his blessing on that. I've added a couple of my own to it, so I'm up to 14 or 15. And yeah, that's part of what I do. I share that sort of that knowledge and that information with my clients, and if they want, we'll help them implement it. So yeah,
Oh man, that's neat. But everything you're doing, you still work a lot. Like you do so much stuff for your clients and yourself.
yeah,
You are like putting in the hours and you're
yeah,
seeing such great results for your clients. Why do you keep doing what you do? Why do you keep showing up?
yeah. Well, that's phenomenal question. I mean, I think my wife would like me to retire, but that's just not my personality. I like to keep busy. I mean, I like my downtime as well. I like to get out and play a little golf and stuff. But yeah, I like to challenge myself, I guess, is what it is, and keep the creative side of the brain working. I found in the last sort of like 5 years in the telecom channel, it was it the left side or the right side of the brain? It was where I was basically a glorified order taker, so
Ah,
I didn't. Um, there wasn't any need for me to be creative every day. It was just more of a service position, right?
sure.
So now what I'm doing is I'm just sort of my eyes are wide open and my ears are, in tune with what's going on, and the timing's great because this AI thing is just
Oh,
blowing
yeah.
everybody away right now. The
It's so
things
silly.
you can do, so and if you like, I can give you a great example of something I
Yeah,
did on the
yeah.
weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tell me about it.
yeah, I
I
just
know
kind of
we're talking early 2026, so you guys like sit on your edge of your seats to hear the stuff he's working on this past weekend.
Well, yeah, it just kind of blew me away, and I guess people they're experiencing it as well. But I got a tip from somebody in my LinkedIn network who I really respect. He said, "Check out this replit.com,
Mm,
replit.com."
yeah.
And it took me a week or two to get back to it, but I finally did on the weekend. So I looked at that and I thought, wow, this looks very cool. So what it did for me is it built me a site. While I was making lunch on Saturday, I just plugged in my challenges and what I would like to accomplish, and hit a button, and boom, away it went. And an hour or two later, it's got this site fully built for me. Where I can manage all of my clients and all of my partners. I wanted one spot where I can manage everybody,
Yeah.
and now I'm building my own little ecosystem, and that's
I
all
love
AI.
that.
It's like $26 Canadian a month. I mean, this would have cost me 10 grand 5 years ago to
Easily.
to make that
Yeah, a
site,
month, right?
and then
Back
and
and
then
forth.
and then you have to call your web developer once a week to make changes. With
Yep.
this program, you just feed it into the chat and it says, "Yeah, I'll fix that for you, or I'll add this, or I'll change that." It's just
It's
crazy.
mind-blowing.
It
This
is
blows me
mind
away
blowing.
'cause I took coding 25 years ago, and I was there, parentheses, if then, like, if I could have
Yeah,
known where this would go, right?
it's just yeah. I mean, I've been a sales and marketing guy all my life or my working career, and this is um, this is just crazy stuff going on right now.
It's incredible. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
grateful, so grateful to
yeah,
think
me
that
too.
what we have at our fingertips. I mean, there's always a little bit of caution, like, "Oh gosh, where's this info going or coming, or how do you verify?" But if
Yeah.
you got your background kind of already in it, it's like, "Oh, wow, this just saved weeks or months of my time and
Oh,
money." So,
tons of time. Yeah. And then you can just
I'm
be
in.
creative and work on the relationship building, the people, part of it, and let the tech stuff just work in the background for you.
Oh, yeah. That's so neat. It's so neat. Well, I appreciate your heart in this. You're like, "Let me just keep my brain going. I'm so good at what I do. I wanna keep showing up for people," and the training that you've had such good fulfillment and, like, being able to implement it. Now you can pass that on to your clients. At this point, people are thinking, "Wait, I need to know Stan. Like, are you available? What's your favorite way for people to come get a hold of you?"
Oh, for sure, LinkedIn, Tiffany. Yeah. It's just, I'm a big LinkedIn guy. I use it all day long. I send out my 150 connection requests a week, and it's just that build the easiest way to build your network, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, Stanley Howard Walker will get you to me. Calgary, Alberta. Stanley Howard Walker, Calgary, Alberta.
Oh, perfect. And then you've got further links in there to come follow, like, your
Yeah,
websites and get on your calendar.
you can book a meeting with me straight from the website. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. I love that. And
You bet.
by the way, the one of my favorite things that I appreciate about you is you're good at following up. We met months and months and months ago and you're
Yeah.
like, "Tiff, what are you up to? Let's meet again." I'm like, "So many things have changed." Like, just all these new
Yes.
ideas as a visionary, right? Like, I love that you circle back around because some people just don't even think
Oh,
about reaching out to the
that's
people they've
huge.
already met. Oh
Huge
my
in
god. You
huge
guys
in
have so much
sales.
money just sitting in your phone or in your text
Oh
messages or
my
in your old
God.
DMs, right? Oh my gosh. So,
Yep.
um you guys need to have Stan on your team and go friend him on LinkedIn so you can go check out what he's up to. I can't believe how I can we've already talked for 20 minutes. So I only have two more
Yep.
questions for you. We got
Shoot.
to tell your whole story, but like what's next? What's on the horizon for you?
Yeah. So the other thing I'm working on, which again feeds into the referral systems, are these revenue roundtables. I call them. Tom in his course calls it the strategic circle. Revenue roundtable, same idea. I've been doing it for many years. We started off doing this 10 years ago in person, and then through COVID and what have you, the group stopped meeting. I moved to Calgary. So we started up again about 9, 10 months ago, this Revenue Roundtable. It's just a general group of people from Vancouver, Calgary mainly that we get together and we talk. And it's just been a tremendous success. Things are going on behind the scenes that I find out about later. Deals are closing, new introductions, new opportunities people are working on, and meeting one on one. So it has gone so well. I decided to start up 6 more. So now I'm running 7 revenue roundtables in Canada and the U.S. Again, so I've got my general one, and then now I've got 2 or 3 focused on telecommunications, and 2 or 3 focused on the MSP business. And in the U.S. it's just a huge market, so lots of people to talk to there. So I've just about finished my first round, and then I'll start the second round. But so far the feedback has been just tremendous. I was a little bit worried getting people sort of in the same industry. But it again has gone really well. I mean, people have something in common they can talk about. And what's really kind of blown me away with the whole thing is how open to sharing people are. Even
Right.
if they're competitors, they're
Yeah.
very, very open to sharing. That's been a really pleasant surprise for me. So, yeah,
I love that. That's so cool. And I feel that I'm grateful to meet those people that are very open about it too, because I'm like, "Hey, I'm even if I'm like your direct competition, I'm not your competition. Like
yeah,
I'm gonna provide something wildly different
right.
because it's me versus you, and we may even provide the exact same thing. People are gonna want to work with Stan, or they're gonna want to work with Tiff, or opposite.
Yep,
And so I think let's all just help each other out because there's
yep.
abundance for everyone in everything that we're
Yeah,
working on. Quite
100%,
honestly.
100% agreed.
Ah, I love that.
Yeah,
I want to ask you one last question,
yep.
and that is, we get to wrap up the show. I want your favorite, like, words of wisdom, your golden nugget that we get to leave everybody with.
Ooh, the golden nugget. Well, come talk to me. I have 14 referral systems in place. And like Tom says, not every company or individual needs to have 14 referral systems working, but you should probably take a hard look at, 3 or 4 and try them out, see which ones work for you, and go from there. I mean, everybody can use referrals, right? And there's just a lot of different ways you can go about it. And my strategic circle or my revenue roundtable is just one. It happens to be taking up a lot of my time right now, but it's just one. It's just one system. So yeah, I would highly recommend get in touch with me, and we'll talk some more.
Oh, perfect. I love that. I could not second your words of advice so much because it's just by the power of referral. I mean, think about it. If you're going to go look up in an old phone book or just on Yelp or something, like somebody that you need, or you have a trusted friend that you could go ask for someone to go and do business with, those are the ones that you'd want to lean into first. So
Yeah,
I'm a
absolutely.
fan that you are a fan. And I just want to say thank you for your time for coming on the show and agreeing to let me grill you about your story. Thank you, everybody
Right.
who's like come this far and you've listened to Stan's story. I highly recommend you go and friend him because he likes sharing his network of people. Why not get somebody on your tool belt that is exactly like him? And then I want to see you guys on one of the next episodes. So I will see you then. And in the meantime, everybody who's listening, go have a great day and I'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Tiffany.